নমস্কাৰ বন্ধু বান্ধৱীসকল ওয়েলকাম টু কম্পিটিশন কেয়াৰ কাৰেণ্ট এফেয়াৰ্স ডেইলি কন্টেন্ট সমূহলৈ আগবঢ়া আগতে বলক আজি কোট অফ দ্য ডেটো চাই লওঁ লুজাৰ্স কুইট when they fail winners fail until they succeed by ৰবাৰ্ট টি কিয়সাকি ইয়াত কোৱা হৈছে যিসকল ব্যক্তিয়ে নিজৰ ড্ৰিমছখিনি নিজৰ সপোনখিনি ৰাইট সেইখিনি এচিভ কৰাৰ আগতে যদি তেওঁলোকে ফেইলিয়ৰৰ সন্মুখীন হয় আৰু তেতিয়াই তেওঁলোকে যদি হাৰ মানি লয় and they don't feel like getting up again and fight for their dreams তেতিয়া সেই সকল ব্যক্তিৰ মাজত এই উইনাৰ কোৱালিটিটো নাই কাৰণ উইনাৰ্স কোন হয় উইনাৰ্স হৈছে সেই সকল ব্যক্তি যোনে they have the courage to fail again and again until they succeed right যাৰ ইমান সাহস আছে যদি হে নিজৰ ড্ৰিমছখিনি এচিভ কৰাৰ আগতে যদি তেওঁলোকে ফেইল কৰিবলৈ তেওঁলোক ৰেডি হৈ আছে ৰাইট হে সাহসটো আছে then that's a quality of a winner. All right, therefore losers quit when they fail and winners fail until they succeed. All right, okay, আৰু এইখিনি হৈছে আজি টপিক সমূহ যিবোৰ আমি ডিসকাস কৰিম আৰু মই ফাৰ্স্ট টপিকটো লোৱা হৈছে the Assam Tribunal পৰা Interpol meet and this topic is important from GS paper 2 perspective. Current context ole ahum recently amar bharote jetu international criminal police organization jetu ami Interpol buli ko tar 90th general assembly to amar bharote host koisile thik ase he hondobot ei article to ahise itia abi jana usit Interpol ki hoy Interpol ya full name jodi sao hetu ase International Criminal Police Organization. All right, and it is an intergovernmental organization, right, and it has 195 member countries and it helps police in all of them to work together to make the world a safer place. All right, our usually headquarter misao it is Lyon, which is located at France. Interpol centenary in 2023 Interpol will celebrate 100 years since the founding of the International Criminal Police Commission, which then became Interpol in 1956. Right, আৰু এটা Interpol NCB এটো কি হয় in each country an Interpol National Central Bureau, right, NCB provides the central point of contact for the General Secretariat and other NCBs, and NCB is run by national police officials, right, jihokol national police hoy the officials khini NCB to run kore and usually sits in the government ministry and responsible for policing. The Central Bureau of Investigation is designated as National Central Bureau of India. ঠিক আছে এই CBI to ke asolte National Central Bureau of India akhya dia hoise. Thus Interpol agencies in India joti ami sao ami gom pam the Interpol nodal agency in India is CBI, but the counter terror agency is the National Investigation Agency to NIA hoy, right, jitu terrorism logot joito hoise hitu ami NIA ko. While the latter functions under the Ministry of Home Affairs, the former is under the Prime Minister's office. ঠিক আছে যেটো NIA হয় it functions under Ministry of Home Affairs যেটো MHA under আহে NIA to আৰু যেটো আমাৰ CBI হয় it's under the Prime Minister's office. All right, আৰু যেটো the General Assembly is the Interpol's supreme governing body and comprises delegates appointed by the governments of our member countries. It meets once a year and takes all major decisions affecting general policy, the resources needed for international cooperation, working methods, finances, programs and activities. These decisions are in the form of resolutions. All right, eta ho Interpol or ki programs ase crime programs ase basically telokor tinta ase eha hoise counter terrorism, that's organized and emerging crime আৰু cyber crimes, right, যদি counter terrorism sao ya under ahi jabo assisting member countries to prevent and disrupt terrorist activities through the identification of individuals, networks and affiliates, right, এইখিনি আহি যায় আমাৰ counter terrorism under তাৰপিছত আহি গৈছে organized and emerging crime এটো কি হয় targeting and disrupting international criminal networks, identifying, analyzing and responding to the criminal threats, right. তাৰপিছত যেটো cyber crime হয় হেটো বৰ্তমান যুগত বহুত বেছি এটা পেজ লৈ আছে এটো হৈছে making cyber space safe, right, for all the supporting member countries to prevent and investigate the cyber attacks. So these are the crime programs of Interpols. Alright, এতিয়া আমি জনা উচিত ইণ্টাৰপলৰ কিছুমান নটিচও থাকে, ৰাইট? এইবিলাক প্ৰিলিমছ সন্দৰ্ভত ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হৈ পৰে, জাষ্ট আমি জানি থোৱাটো দৰকাৰ। ৰেড নটিচ কি হয়? To seek the location and arrest of wanted person with a view to extradition or similar lawful actions, right? A to hoy porise red notice. There's a blue notice to collect additional information about a person's identity. Jeta as a person or identity, right? Hey, location hok ba activities hoy in related to crime scene, right? Kiba eta crime hondobot তেতিয়া তেওঁলোকৰ বিষয়ে যেটো এডিশনাল ইনফৰমেশন লগাব লগা হয় তেতিয়া এই ব্লু নোটিসটো তেওঁলোকে ইউজ কৰে। তাৰপিছত গ্ৰীন নোটিস এটো কি হয়? টু প্ৰভাইড warnings, right? Warnings and intelligence about persons who have committed criminal offenses and are likely to repeat these crimes in other countries. এই সকল ব্যক্তিক আসলে এই গ্ৰীন নোটিসটো দিয়া হয়। তাৰপিছত ইন্টাৰপল UN Security Council স্পেশাল নোটিস, right? It is the special notice hoy porise etu ki hoy issued for groups and individuals who are targets of UN Security Council sanctions and committees. All right, there's a yellow notice etu ki can use hoy to help locate missing persons, often minors, or to help identify persons who are unable to identify themselves. There's a black notice to seek information on unidentified bodies. There's an orange notice to warn of an event, a person, an object, or a process representing a serious and imminent threat to public safety. ঠিক আছে? Our last one is a purple notice. Etu ki hoy? To seek or provide information on modus operandi, objects, devices, and concealment methods used by criminals. So these are the notices which are issued by the Interpol. ঠিক আছে? এটা যেহেতু বৰ্তমান আমাৰ ভাৰতে হে জেনাৰেল মিটিংখন হোষ্ট কৰিলে তাত ইণ্ডিয়া কিছুমান ৰিকমেন্ডেশনছ দিছে ইন দ্য ইণ্টাৰপল। কি কি দিছে সেইখিনি চাই লওঁ বলো। প্ৰথমতে আহিছে সেটিং আপ অফ পাৰ্মানেন্ট প্লেটফৰ্মছ, ৰাইট? India recommended to Interpol that setting up permanent counterterrorism and anti-narcotics real-time information exchange platforms. These platforms would further strengthen the coordination and sustain actions by the member countries against the global menaces. For a united response, India is also committed to extending all possible technical and manpower assistance to the global police organization in this regard. ঠিক আছে? যেতিয়া এটা পাৰ্মানেন্ট প্লেটফৰ্মছ ব্ল্যাক সেট কৰা হয় তেতিয়া কি হয়? তেতিয়া এই সন্দৰ্ভত এইবোৰ টু টেকল অল দিস থিংস সেইখিনি বেছি সহজ হৈ পৰে। যদি পাৰ্মানেন্ট নাথাকে বাৰে বাৰে বিলাক সেই অফিচাৰ্ছখিনি যদি হলাই থাকে তেতিয়া কবাত নহয় কবাত এইবিলাকত অকমান হেম্পাৰ কৰে। অলৰাইট, সেইকাৰণে এটা পাৰ্মানেন্ট সেটিং আপ অফ দিস প্লেটফৰ্ম এইবিলাকৰ কাৰণে ৰিকমেণ্ড কৰিছে ইণ্ডিয়াই। দ্বিতীয়তে আহি গৈছে a similar approach was required to ensure effective actions against the international drug trafficking networks, for which deeper cooperation among the countries, intelligence-based operations, regional maritime security accords, and efficient anti-money laundering system were also essential. Alright, as the plan of action or kotha ahu yata his amajito Amit Shah, right? Tell koise suggested that Interpol prepare a plan for next 50 years on the basis of its experience and achievement of the last 100 years. Alright, ekhini India asote recommendation dise. Now what are the efforts of India in combating crimes? Ekhini joti ami sao ami gom pam establishment of National Forensic Science University, an interoperable criminal justice system, and linking of e-courts, e-prisons, and e-forensics and e-prosecution with the crime and criminal tracking network and systems. The Indian government has also decided to create a national database on crimes such as terrorism, narcotics, and economic offenses. ঠিক আছে? India has established the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, 14th to combat cybercrime in a comprehensive manner. So these are the efforts which were taken by India in combating the crimes. Alright, and based on this a particular prelims based question has been brought up. Kindly a question to attempt koribo. Moving forward, our next topic is taken from the Assam Tribune. Indian origin Rishi Sunak becomes Prime Minister of UK. And this topic is important from GS paper 2 perspective. Current news ole aho apoloke nichchoy gom paise Rishi Sunak, who is an Indian origin person, he has created history karon jikhon dekhe amar bharatok 75 বছৰ আগতে আমাক ৰাজত্ব কৰিছিলে, right? হে ব্ৰিটিছ ৰাজ চলাইছিলে, হেখন আসলে কান্ট্ৰি আজি 75 years later এজন ইণ্ডিয়ান অৰিজিন মানুহে তাত এজন প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰ হিচাপে নিজকে এষ্টাব্লিছ কৰি লৈছে, right? He has been elected as a prime minister of Britain, which is the first Indian origin prime minister. All right? Down because of Ami Sao, Ami Gompam, Rishi Sunak becomes the first Indian origin prime minister of UK from Britain's Conservative Party, right? Down here, Conservative Party belong kore. Sunak succeeded the throne after Liz Truss resigned within 45 days of her appointment, becoming the shortest ruling PM, right? Due to some economic and political turmoil going on there, down also Liz Truss 45 days of bhitorte after appointed as PM down resigned koile, and this led to her shortest ruling PM, right? Rishi has been the former UK Chancellor of the Exchequer and became the PM on the October 24, 2022, less than 2 weeks after losing to Liz Truss in the Tory leadership race. Sunak will be the 5th Prime Minister of UK in the last 5 years, right? That both political instability choli ase, Boris Johnson hok ba telok both scandals ulaise, right? jeti kotha he corruption hondoboto hoy teloke hekane nijor term hek nokora agote bare bare ulai jabo loka hoise, right? They are compelled to leave their position. So in that case, within 5 years, our Rishi Sunak, he will be the 5th Prime Minister of UK. All right? Ita he timeline khini joti sao ami gom pam Rishi moved ahead to become the PM by the resignation of Truss after her high profile sacking, followed up a heavily criticized mini budget that left UK pound trembling in her cabinet, right? Due to Liz Truss hoy teketo kisaman jikhini policy asile ba teketo jitu vision asile hetu bahut UK kasolte barokoy tremble korise, right? That's not in the UK's favor. Hekani economic ways hok sob phalor pora hetu eta sobe criticize kori asle. Taso teo gom paise je teo hetu aru thik koribo nware, so teo resign di dile. All right, tar pasote amar Rishi Sunak, he moved ahead and he has been elected as the PM of UK, right? Truss became the shortest ruling prime minister already ami patilo after she was forced to step down just 45 days into office. Liz Truss came into power due to Tories leadership crisis, followed by the Boris Johnson resignation in July 2022. A series of cabinet ministers resigned who protest against the scandal-plagued leadership. In just a few weeks, Truss and Sunak rose to the required ranks to be the finalists for the contest of the PM post. Truss was later appointed as the new PM in September 2022, which ended in just 45 days. Right? Yeah, go to also the Rishi Sunak PM poster karone teo agbahisile, kintu tate he Truss asolte at jikilole, right? Aru Rishi Sunak against bahut kiba kibi controversies ulai dia hol jeneke teo wife tax evade korise kiba tenoga, but jiki nohok eta he has been able to cement his position as a PM of UK, right? After Truss' resignation, former PM Boris Johnson and Sunak were seen as front runners for the post of the UK Prime Minister. Kintu Boris Johnson, he stepped down, right? And Rishi Sunak, he moved ahead and became the PM of UK. All right? Now let us understand who is Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak, born on May 12, 1980, is a British politician born in Southampton to parents of Indian descent who migrated to Britain from East Africa. Sunak served as the leader of the Conservative Party from October 24, 2022. He has also served the Chancellor of Exchequer from the 2020 to 2022 and Chief Secretary to the Treasury from the 2019 to 2020. Being an Oxford and Stanford University alumni, Sunak is married to Akshata Murthy, the daughter of billionaire businessman N.R. Murthy, right? Sudha Krishna Murthy aru jito N.R. Murthy, Narayan Murthy hoy, who are the founder of Infosys. তেওঁলোকৰ সন্তান হয় Akshata Murthy aru Akshata Murthy husband hoy Rishi Sunak, right? Arjun Rishi Sunak তেওঁৰ grandparents asile apunar Punjabot তেওঁলোকে belong কৰিছিলে. So in that case এই Rishi Sunakৰ এটা strong root আছে to the Indian origin, right? Sunak has been the member of parliament for Richmond since 2015. So এইখিনিতে আমি গম পাইছো যে Rishi Sunak বহুত deeply he is connected with India, right? যেহেতু তেওঁৰ roots খিনি আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াৰ লগত বহুত জড়িত হৈ আছে and it's a strong one, right? So কথাটো হল এটা যেহেতু Rishi Sunak he has been able to elect him as a PM of UK. Tita ahiboloke din bilakot tente teo nichchoy pro India hobo noy jano aru he kane India aru UK relationot eta bhal dikh ahibo jen amar onuman hoise. So ahiboloke din bilakot ami gom pam Rishi Sunak ke ki enoko steps lobo, right, to augment this two-way relationship jete efale nohoy du falor pa দুখন কান্ট্ৰি আসলতে লাভ হয় ঠিক আছে and based on this a particular means answer writing practice question has been brought up. The elevation of a person of Indian origin Rishi Sunak as a Prime Minister of UK is an opportunity for both India and UK to work closely together on global issues and implement the roadmap of 2030 for bilateral relations discussed. Alright, enokwa dhৰণৰ questions bilak ahibo pare especially PSIR students khini karne tar international relations hope ahe GS paper 2 karne hoito important hoy pare thik ase. Okay, moving forward, our last topic is taken from the Hindu Financial Action Task Force FATF, and this topic is important from GS paper 2 perspective, also at the same time GS paper 3, right? Current context to laho recently global terror financing watchdog, right, jito FATF has announced Pakistan's removal from its grey list, right? Pakistanok asole grey listot জড়িত কৰি থোৱা আছিল কিন্তু বৰ্তমান এই যে FATF এ তেওঁলোকে ডিসাইড কৰিছে to remove Pakistan from this grey list, right? Key highlights যদি চাও FATF said that the country has largely completed its actions on the anti-money laundering and financing of terrorism, right? তেওঁলোকে কি ভিত্তিত এই ষ্টেটমেন্টটো দিলে only they knows. Pakistan has been on the FATF grey list since June 2018, right? Hekhini was the highlights kini. Now let us understand about Financial Action Task Force. About it is an intergovernmental decision making body, right? It is an intergovernmental decision making body. It was established in 1989. FATF kita established it was established in 1989 during the G7 summit in Paris to develop policies against money laundering. It is a policy making body which works to generate the political will to bring about national legislative and regulatory reforms in money laundering. It has also started dealing with the virtual currencies, right? Jitu ite ama cryptocurrencies ulai ase. Bitcoin homo heblakoto etu eta notunke start korise to deal with those virtual currencies also. FATF secretariat is located in Paris. All right? So this was about the FATF. Now, what is the objective of FATF? It is very sound. FATF sets standards and promotes effective implementation of legal, regulatory, operational measures for combating money laundering. The FATF works to identify national level vulnerabilities with the aim of protecting the international financial system from misuse, right? Mothote teolokor jitu objective hoy hetu hoise so there is a the financial system to it is a misuse koibo nore, right? Say suppose kumbai he poisa khini misuse kori kini, right, conceal kori kini he eta terrorism ground eta breed koibo pare হয়নে এ ধৰক মানি লন্ডাৰিং কৰিব পাৰে হেখিনি বস্তুটা চকু দিবলৈ আসতে এই FATF টো আনা হৈছিল এটোৱে মূল উদ্দেশ্য কৰি কিনি এটো এস্টাবলিশ কৰা হৈছিল অলৰাইট FATF ৰ যিখিনি মেম্বাৰ কান্ট্ৰিজৰ কথা যদি চাও ৰাইট হেতু হৈছে ফাইনান্সিয়াল টাস্ক ফোর্স যেটো হৈছে তাৰ 39 মেম্বাৰ্স আছে ৰাইট তাৰ ভিতৰত the FATF currently comprises 37 members jurisdiction and 2 regional organizations representing most major financial centers in all parts of the globe, right? Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, China, Denmark, European Commission, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Gulf Cooperation Council, Hong Kong, Iceland, India, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Portugal, Russian Federation, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, United Kingdom, and United States, right? These are the members of this FATF. আৰু ইয়াতে আমি জনা উচিত ইণ্ডিয়া became an observer at FATF in 2006, right? 2006 চনত আমাৰ ভাৰত এজন observer status দিয়া হৈছিলে. Since then it has been working towards the full-fledged membership. On June 25, 2010, India was taken in as the 34th country member of FATF, right? 2006 বৰ্ষত ভাৰতক এজন অবজাৰ্ভাৰ কান্ট্ৰি হিচাপে আনা হৈছিল আৰু 2010 চনত 25 জুনত ইণ্ডিয়া was able to be a member of this FATF, right? Being the 34th country. All right? Okay. It is FATF on terror financing jodi sao. FATF role in combating terror financing became prominent after 9/11 terror attacks in US. Right? In 2001, its mandate expanded to include terrorism financing. Financing of terrorism involved providing money or financial support to terrorists. As of 2019, FATF has blacklisted North Korea and Iran over terror financing. 12 countries are in the grey list, namely Bahamas, Botswana, Cambodia, Ethiopia, Ghana, Pakistan, Panama, Sri Lanka, Syria, Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia and Yemen, right? Yet jehetu eta Pakistan asle grey listot etu eta yapa remove kori dia hobo hetue hosle current news to. All right? It is a FATF for grey list, right? Grey list or blacklist ki hoy take baba sailom bolo. Blacklist to hoise countries known for as non-cooperative countries or territories to NCCTs are put in the blacklist. These countries support terror funding, right? Jodi terrorism of funding ot kiba joito hoy ase and money laundering activities jodi joito hoy ase teno dhornor countries blakok asale blacklisted koi dia hoy. The FATF revises the blacklist regularly, adding and deleting the entries. ঠিক আছে আৰু grey list of some countries that are considered safe havens for supporting terror funding and money laundering are put in FATF grey list, right? জৰা সতে এই এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ countries বিলাকে পাকিস্তানৰ নিচিনাই হওক যোনে আসলতে safe haven বুলি ধৰা হয় যত হে তেওঁলোকে terror funding বা যিকোনো support কৰে তেনে ধৰণৰ countries বিলাকক আসলতে grey list হলে আনা হয়. This inclusion serve as a warning to the country that it may enter the blacklist. Considered in the grey list may face economic sanctions from IMF, World Bank and ADB, Asian Development Bank, problems in getting loans from IMF, World Bank, ADB and other countries, reduction in international trade and international boycott. ঠিক আছে এইটোৱে হৈ গৈছে গ্ৰে লিষ্ট আৰু ব্ল্যাক লিষ্টৰ যেটো মেইন ডিফাৰেন্সেস হয়. অলৰাইট তো ইয়াতে এটা কথা কওঁ যেহেতু তেওঁলোকে এই ওয়েস্টে এই FATF-ৰ পৰা আসলে যেটো গ্ৰে লিষ্ট আছে তাৰপা পাকিস্তানক উঠাই দিছে ইয়াৰ আসলে জাস্ট উলিয়াই দিয়াটোৱে কথা নহয় ৰাইট ইয়া আৰু কিয় উলিয়াই দিছে হেতু আমি জনা উচিত. প্ৰথম কথা হৈছে ভাৰতে নিজকে এটা ডেভেলপ কান্ট্ৰি হিচাপে এতিয়া এটা ভিজন ৰাখিছে যে নেক্সট 25 ইয়াৰ্ছৰ ভাৰত এটা সুপাৰ পাৱাৰ হ'ব গৈ আছে. সেই সন্দৰ্ভত যিসকল আসলে হেজেমনি এটা ৰাখি থৈছে ওয়েস্টে সাপোজ ইউএসএ তেওঁলোকে কেতিয়াও নিবিচাৰে আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়ান দৰে এখন দেশ আগবাহক ৰাইট সকলো হলিষ্টিকেলি. সেইকাৰণে তেওঁলোকে কি কৰিছে যিহেতু আগতে পাকিস্তানক গ্ৰে লিষ্টত থোৱা হৈছে তেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে বহুত খিনি এই ধৰক IMF এ হওক ওয়াৰ্ল্ড বেংকৰ পৰা ইয়াৰ পৰা তেওঁলোকে সেই ফান্ডিং পোৱা নাছিলে হয়নে. এটা যেটা তেওঁলোকে ফান্ডিং এটা তেওঁলোকে Pakistan is still considered to be a breeding ground for this terrorism activities, right? That hetu hoy, that's a fact. Eta hotatu hoise jita a gray list pa uthai dibo tita this Pakistan will be able to gain all these loans from this particular organizations, right? Still ako teloke kisiman enoka proxy wars kisiman koi thakibo hoine a terrorist activities koi thibo eblakot ki hoy amar bharati jite heblakor logot joito hoi thakibo তেতিয়া বাকিখিনি এক্টিভিটিছত আমি আগবাঢ়িব নোৱাৰো, ৰাইট? হি ডেভেলপমেন্টাল এক্টিভিটিছত আমি আগবাঢ়িব নোৱাৰো, এইবিলাকতে আমি লাগি থাকিব নোৱাৰো। সেইকাৰণে ৱেষ্ট অলৱেজ ডাজ such kind of act. They always makes sure যে এই ভাৰত এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কামবিলাকত বিজি হৈ থাকক so that তেওঁলোকে আগবাঢ়িব নোৱাৰে, right? That's the deep meaning of this putting Pakistan away from this gray list. এইখিনিতে আমি গম পালো the hidden agendas of the West to remove Pakistan from the gray list of FATF. ঠিক আছে, এটা এইখিনি যিখিনি আমাৰ hidden agendas এইবিলাক আমি পৰাপক্ষত এক্সামত নিলিখো, ঠিক আছে? আমি যিখিনি তথ্য দিব লাগিব যিখিনি সবৰ আগত আসলে ওলাই আছে, সে সাপোজ এটা যিখিনি তথ্য দিয়া হৈছে কিয় ওলোৱা হৈছে, বেসিক্যালি তাত কোৱা হ'ল যে যেহেতু পাকিস্তানৰ ইকনমি টোটালি ক্ৰম্বল হৈ আহিছে, ৰাইট? তেওঁলোকৰ বহুত এটা প্যাথেটিক কন্ডিশন হৈ আছে আৰু যেহেতু তেওঁলোকে গ্ৰে লিষ্টত আছিল therefore এনেকুৱা যিখিনি অৰ্গানাইজেশ্যন অপা তেওঁলোকে ফান্ড পাইছিলে, সাপোজ IMF হক, ওয়ার্ল্ড ব্যাংক হক, ADB হক, তেওঁলোকৰ ইকনমিক sanctions লগাই থোৱা আছিল, right? That means Pakistan is not able to draw any kind of funds from these organizations. Ita jehetu grey list of তেওঁলোকক remove কৰা হ'ব, that means Pakistan will be able to avail all these funds from these particular organizations, right? So that they can revive their economy. এইখিনি পোহৰলৈ আহিছে। So যেতিয়া আমাক exam perspective যদি তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কিবা questions আহে তেতিয়া we will attempt those questions in this manner. All right? Okay, and moving forward, a particular topic to ভিত্তি কৰি a particular prelims based question এটা আনা হৈছে, kindly এই question to attempt কৰিব। And with this আমাৰ আজি session to ইমানতে সমাপ্ত হ'ল। Thank you for watching this video আৰু আপোনালোকৰ যদি কিবা ডাউট আছে বা কিবা feedback দিব লগা আছে kindly আমাক comment section জনাবলৈ নাপাহৰিব। Till then, bye bye.